You said something to me earlier today before we started recording this that I replied to you that it was a phrase that you never thought you were ever going to say in your lifetime.
And I agreed with you.
Oh boy. This game that we're going to talk about today here on this podcast, the Seasonal Anime Checkup OVA. It's a podcast where we have conversations about anime, video games, and manga. Hi, hello, I'm Jared, joined as always by the best podcast co-host and all of the podcast co-hosts, Anne Ladyem.
Hi.
And we're going to talk about the game that is potentially the biggest surprise of the year.
Legitimately, I'm shocked how much I like this game.
Legitimately. Like, we talked about this on the E3 podcast where this game had its big reveal to the general public after some of the marketing material leaked, and everyone was like, "Oh boy, that doesn't seem good."
I was like that. It was like, ooh.
Yeah. And then we saw like gameplay and the trailers for it, and you're like, "Wait, this could be good."
And then we played it.
And now a few months later, and I think we can safely say, this is good.
It's really, really good. And what I texted earlier was that I'm so excited to talk about some Rabbids. And then you said to me, like, did you ever expect to say that sentence? I was like, literally, I did not. Ever. Ever.
We're going to talk about Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle today.
We are.
The game exclusively for the Nintendo Switch, which came out last Tuesday, August 29th, 2017, in a bunch of places. I think the US, Europe, Australia. Not coming out until 2018 though for Japan.
Wow.
So they have a little bit of ways to wait, but I mean, the good thing is,
good.
hey, it's a good game, so like the wait's going to be worth it for them. The surprising thing.
I cannot believe that this game is as good as it is.
It's
really, really
shocking.
can't.
Literally shocking.
It is.
Like, the only bad things I can like legitimately say about this game is like there's some technical issues to it. Like there was a couple times where like the game just like literally forgot how to work.
Yep.
Where like I would try and go through a pipe, and then like the game thought I was going through the pipe, but I didn't go through the pipe and didn't let me do anything. There was a time when I went to a battle, but Mario just decided to keep running in place, and then the battle never started, which that was a simple fix because you just hit restart battle and immediately just reload everything. I had a couple crashes.
I had one crash, and I had the same issue with the pipe that I went through the pipe, and then I was trying to go back through, and it's like, you can't go through this pipe. I'm like,
right.
But I just came from this pipe.
Yeah.
Why can't I go back in the pipe?
And there's a couple of instances where like the frame rate like dropped significantly, and like some various spots. But even then, like despite those like little technical hiccups there, which I'm sure they can eventually patch out, like everything else about this game, like there's not a lot you can say that's real bad about it.
You really, really can't. Like I was hesitant because I don't care for Rabbids.
Right. That was like one of the big things. Like, is that formula going to work? And especially with such a storied franchise as the Mario franchise, like how is that going to mesh together? How is it going to cross over? How are those two worlds going to collide and even coexist?
Right. Because like to me, Rabbids are kind of like minions, and that they're annoying, and I don't really have any kind of like personalities to them. They're just there, and like middle-aged women love them. But the way that they handled it here, I was like, that works. And it's kind of cool because it was able to inject like a sense of humor in Mario games that aren't always there.
Right.
In some really ridiculous ways. And so it was cool. I mean, you have to begin with like Mario and then some rabbit. I guess we should just talk about some of the story, but do you want to talk about something beyond like just in general so that like we can give a spoiler tag if it matters?
Sure. Let's do that.
So we'll talk about gameplay first because that's an important part.
So essentially, if this game's XCOM,
yes,
It's a strategy RPG, and if you've played XCOM or like basically the reboot of XCOM and XCOM 2, you are pretty much going to be right at home in terms of like how this game plays and everything. So, anytime you go into a battle, you'll have a grid where you'll have basically a certain amount of space where you can move, and essentially the battle has different phases in it. So like you have your movement phase to where you can move, or you can bounce off of your teammates and get to either higher places on the map or even further in the map. Even in that movement phase, you can also attack enemies by like sliding into them or stomping on them, depending on which character you have.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're basically
or healing
as well, yeah. And then basically you're trying to find cover, so that's either half cover or full cover or no cover, which is, that's not what you want.
Nope.
Not ideal. And then by the time you end your movement phase, you will go into either an attack phase or a skill phase. So you can either choose to use a skill that you have on like the right side of your hot bar. Those will depend on like characters. So like for Mario, for example, he's going to be one of the characters you pretty much are going to be using throughout the entire game.
Yep.
Mario has the essential, like he has basically this game's version of Overwatch, to where you put him in that. Anytime an enemy moves and he's able to see it, he's automatically going to come out of cover and take a shot.
Oh, it's so good.
It's so good. And you can basically upgrade that as well for him to like have 2 shots. I think Luigi has the most, where you can upgrade it twice to give him 3 shots.
Wow.
And then you can also like upgrade that to make it more powerful, to make like on par with like your regular shots as well, and so on and so forth. And then also he has an ability to basically buff everyone's attack up for a certain turn. And then you will have your attack phase, which is basically, hey, either you're going to shoot your gun, or you're going to use your secondary weapon, which could be like Mario has a hammer, so it's a melee weapon. You have to be real, like right up next to an enemy to use it. Some of the other ones are like there's a sentry turret that explodes upon finding an enemy, a rocket launcher, and I think that's it. There might be something else. I'm just completely blanking on it because I probably didn't use it. I think it's just
like the hammers and the sentry turrets and the rocket launcher. That's all I can think of.
Right. So basically, yeah, that's kind of the basis of the gameplay, and you'll have your team have their turn, which is you have 3 people on a team in the single player version, and then you will, once all your people are done, you'll wait for the enemies to do their turns, and they'll do all their stuff. They have, depending on where you are in the game, they'll have pretty much similar abilities to you, and you know there'll be different types of enemies. So like there's an enemy that will like throw grenades at you. There's an enemy that will like heal teammates. There are big, bulking, brooding enemies that will like...
Oh my god.
That will essentially, if you shoot them, they will follow you and try to attack you. There's ones that have giant shields, so you have to basically flank them in order to get any kind of shot on them. And it's a wide variety of enemies, and you have to kind of adjust your strategy accordingly for
who all is there.
Yeah, basically to who you all have in front of you.
I legitimately never thought I would run into a Mario game with a skill tree.
That's a good point, because there's a decent skill tree in this game that you can use whenever you get like ability orbs, and you can like level up different parts of like your character. So like there's like, you know, general stuff like you can level up your health, your movement,
your pipe movement,
and then Mario has one where he can upgrade how much health he gets from mushrooms that you find in the world. And then eventually, and then essentially also you have like your attack tree, your movement tree, and then your skill tree. Yeah. So you can upgrade like all of the certain aspects of that. So like, do you want to be able to do more damage when you slide into an enemy? Do you want to be able to chain that together to hit multiple enemies? Do you want to have like your stomp damage do more? Do you want your Overwatch ability to have multiple shots and have those shots do more damage? Do you want to have more shot power when you're shooting from high ground? Do you want to get more money when you get the golden shot? Do you want to be able to heal in a wider area and have a higher healing capacity? It's like all that sorts of stuff is like kind of the things you're upgrading.
It can get pretty intense, but like I said, I never ever ever expected a Mario game to have a skill tree ever. Like, what the heck? But it's so good.
Or for Mario to have a gun.
A gun. Which can I mention? I never knew Mario was left-handed. Never.
I mean, I'm looking at the cover,
Mm-hmm.
and he's firing that gun with his right hand.
But throughout the game, he had his left.
He seemed to change it like every now and then. I think he's more ambidextrous. Because like I did see him multiple times shoot with his right hand. Like he would change depending on like what side of cover he was on to get like the better shot essentially. So it's weird.
Okay, well, but when he initially is given a gun,
He does use his left hand
takes
there.
it with his left hand. So it might just be like a nod at Miyamoto at that point.
Yeah, it could be.
But I was like, oh hey, left-handed Mario, interesting.
And it's not like these characters have like guns. Like you're not gonna see Mario out there with a Glock. These are like Mario has a Mega Buster essentially.
Yeah.
And like even like some of like the more contemporary weapons like Luigi's like sniper rifle, quote unquote, is more like it looks kind of like the vacuum from Luigi's Mansion.
From Luigi's Mansion. Yep.
I mean, Peach has a gun.
Peach has a legit
gun. Because she's essentially the assault class from like XCOM, so she has like a shotgun and grenades.
Oh, Peach is such a broken character. She's so good.
She is very good, but also like it can be very dangerous to your teammates as well.
She can be dangerous to your teammates.
Because
yes,
man,
correct.
if you are up close and you're gonna shoot something like the spread on that shotgun is kind of massive and can take a lot of stuff out.
Yeah, especially like if you have any kind like all the weaponry has like a honey attack, which will freeze enemies or your teammates in place.
Mm-hmm.
There's a freeze attack, which freezes them so that they can't use abilities.
Right.
There's a fire attack, which burns them, and then they run around like wonton, and so they never end up in like a cover place or where you wanted them to be. And then there's a bounce attack,
which basically just bounces them in the air.
Yeah.
And then push, which is just it basically does the same thing as bounce, but it just throws them around on the ground.
Yep. So if she has any of those abilities on her gun and you accidentally hit one of your teammates, they also get that effect.
There was a reason why I stopped using the fire type guns that she had and went to the ice ones specifically, because too many times I was hitting people, my own teammates, and just like burning them and making them go out of cover. It was bad.
Yeah, I learned to like move them out of the way first. Like I would use Peach, like I would figure out which shot I needed to take with Peach first.
Yeah.
And then I would move everybody around her, and then I would take that shot so that I wouldn't.
You would have that problem.
Yeah.
Smart. I think as well, like though, like with this game specifically, you would think like, oh, you know, with it being an XCOM type of game, a strategy RPG, it's going to be probably like simple and easy throughout the entirety of the game.
Yep. No.
That's not how this game goes. Like it, for the most part, like the first world is pretty simple, and like it does a good it does a good job of like kind of ramping up the difficulty as you like move on and get to like the first world boss. So like it's a pretty comfortable gradual increase. By the time you're in like World 3 and World 4, this becomes actually a challenging game that you have to like use like intelligence to map out strategies and figure out like how exactly you need to take out a set group of enemies.
It becomes really, really difficult.
Yeah. It was surprising because like I wasn't expecting it to like kind of ramp up that quickly and that fast, but like it's a relatively kind of shorter game considering it only has 4 worlds. But yeah, it does just like as soon as you get to 3 and 4, it's like whoop, here comes the difficulty spike. But I mean, like if you and I can beat this game, it's probably a good indication that it's not necessarily like the toughest strategy RPG out there.
Yeah, because I'm not great at strategy RPGs. Like my real experience is like Fire Emblem, the newer Fire Emblem games, and Final Fantasy Tactics. And they're not my favorite genre. I'm not usually a big fan of strategy RPGs.
I don't know if I've even beat a strategy RPG before this one, so that's saying something.
Wow. So yeah, it's it's telling that we beat it.
Yeah.
But it's also telling that we enjoyed it.
Yeah, that too. Like, I mean, we were all worried beforehand, like we were saying, with like the pre-release materials and like stuff like that. And coming out of E3, we were pretty optimistic about it. But like even then, like there was still a chance that like we could get this in our hands, and it's not gonna be great.
Right.
But like the gameplay, it's so smooth. It plays so well. I think a lot of that as well is because like if you compare this to XCOM, like XCOM is a lot more difficult in the way that like the RNG for shot percentages are. So like that gives you like a more true percentage. Where this it's like either you can hit them 100%, they're in half cover, so it's 50%. You may or may not hit them. They're in full cover, it's 0%, so you're not going to hit them, or you just don't have line of sight on them.
Yep.
So I think that makes it a little bit better, and I think that kind of definitely helps in terms of playability and making this so it's not just like you're beating your head against like a random number generator the entire time. So like, oh, I got 90% on this hit percentage, I should probably hit them, and then you just completely whiff.
Yeah.
So like that it does. It also seems like, oh, maybe that'll make the game easier, but I still think like it does a good job of like balancing it, and it makes it way more playable and kind of makes it still like a little bit of an easier strategy RPG than a lot of other entries in the genre.
I mean, you're still having to think of things like
Yeah, true.
What kind of cover you're behind, because like bricks can break. If you're behind like a solid one, it can't break. If you're like playing as Peach, she has a more limited range of attack.
Right.
Like her guns don't go as far. So you have to kind of consider like what you're working with still, like within your team and within like your environment.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's not like a cakewalk.
It's not baby's first SRPG.
Right. But it's still got challenge, but it's still fun enough that I'm not like, man, I'm getting so irritated because I can't get through. I only got irritated to the point that I was really raging on one level.
And that one was like egregious in terms of difficulty. Like that was the one time like the difficulty spike was just kind of insane in a way.
Yeah, it was kind of gross.
Yeah. And like you and I both agree on that one. So
yeah.
Because there is a level in the third or fourth world. Fourth world?
I thought it was fourth. It might be the third.
It's late in the game, but essentially, it's there's a battle where you like have to defeat a set number of enemies, and that's kind of something that happens throughout the game. Essentially,
I think it's like 7 or 9 enemies, something like that.
And there's two like kind of normal enemies. I think they're kind of the healer type enemies or something like that, or like they're the explosive enemies, something.
Yep.
But they're little guys. Everyone else though is the big hulking brutes that will, if you fire at them, they will come rushing at you, and they just never stop chasing you.
Yes.
And it's in a very tight and enclosed place or space. So like
there's only like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sections of the map. So, and they're very small sections.
So like there's really no place that you can kind of like run and hide and get like, time to kind of think things out and let them come to you. Essentially, because they also keep just respawning or spawning in enemies every turn.
Yep.
Which doesn't help at all. So basically, you're just kind of running around this map, hoping you can get lucky and pot shot these guys, and then eventually take them down until like you've hit the allotment. But
yeah, it was rough. And even then, like the two of us had a very different strategy on it. Like you ended up like running away from them.
I just kept running in a circle. Yeah.
Yeah, and I ended up going to like the high ground and throwing out like the sentry bots with Rabid Peach and regular Peach.
That's what I tried to do, but like I couldn't stay up there.
Yeah, and then I had the Overwatch on Peach and Mario so that if they ever moved, wrecked.
Because like anytime I would get up there, that would be like, oh well, this is the turn when they're gonna spawn in some enemies, so I can't stay up here. Because if I did, they would just gang up on someone and just completely murder them.
Yeah. Like maybe 2 hits from those guys, you're done.
Yeah.
So it was that was the only one that I was like, this sucks. But like considering that there's so many of those fights in the game and there's only one that I was like, wow, this is worst.
Yeah, it's not
That's
bad.
not bad.
It was kind of funny when like I had like 5 or 6 of them just chasing after Peach alone.
Poor Peach.
Because she was kind of like, she kind of got stuck behind, like a section behind everyone else, and just
She doesn't have as far of
of a movement radius.
yeah.
So it was just like, here's 5 or 6 of them just trying to run after her, and she's like, ah. It was real dumb.
Oh my god. One other thing about the mechanics of this is that there's like level exploration. So
Yeah.
there's gonna be like secrets within each world that you're gonna find, treasure chests that have like music, artwork, 3D models. I don't remember what the other one is.
It's like tarot cards.
Tarot cards, yes.
And then you also find ability orbs in those as well.
Yes, and you can also get weapons.
Mm-hmm.
So I really like exploration in games. It makes me happy. So that was fun for me to just kind of look around weird corners and try and find secret spots.
It was there was essentially like, it was a little bit of like, anytime you're out of battle, like you're just running around the map and you're going to be doing some like light puzzle solving essentially.
Yep.
So like it wasn't like something super egregious like where it's a dangerously hard puzzle game or anything like that. But like there was times where like I think later on in the game where like you kind of have to think like, okay, what is it trying to make me do here, and how am I going to get from point A to where I need to go?
I didn't figure out the moving the boxes until you told me.
I mean, I didn't figure that out until like I just like kind of had the idea. I was like, because I tried it the other way, just like having them to be the same, and it didn't work. So I was like, well, what if I mirror it? And it was just like a shot in the dark type of thing, and then it worked. And I was like, oh, huh. Oh, okay.
And then you went back to the rest of the levels and did the same thing?
No, I didn't.
Oh, nice. So there's puzzles, and if you're familiar with Zelda games, there's a whole lot of like sliding block puzzles, where you have to like slide the blocks to put it onto a certain switch and that kind of thing. That's a real big Zelda trope, and it's in here a lot. So if you're good at those, then
You'll
awesome.
be good here.
Yeah.
It also,
if you're not good at those, then you might want to walk through.
Yeah. It also does a good job of like kind of like gating you and like telling you like, oh, you can't do this part yet.
Yeah. You have this little like robot thingy.
It's a robot Roomba.
She looks like a Roomba. And she'll tell you like, I don't have this ability yet.
I haven't learned this yet.
So that'll tell you like, oh, okay, I'll just have to come back to this. So it makes it a little bit easier.
Yeah. You essentially learn a new like skill for her at the end of each world. So like it basically is kind of like, oh, well then I'll just come back at the end of this and then go through and see where this leads me. And that's where it leads into like there being like a secret chapter in each individual world, so you can go back and do that and add. It's like a little bit of like a challenge fight, or a couple challenge fights you'll have to do, but you'll get some pretty good rewards out of it.
Yep. So that's cool. But it is great because with her saying like, I haven't learned this yet, you're not sitting there like trying to bash your brains and figuring out like, what do I do here?
Right.
Like you just know, okay, I have to come back.
Yeah.
And then you move on. It's great.
Yeah.
Like I said, I like world exploration, so that was a lot of fun for me.
And it works like because like this is essentially a Mario game, so like
a Mario game, so
it should have
like
that
Mario combat or Mario not combat exploration bits, because like that's what you do in Mario is you're trying to collect stuff.
But essentially, this is a Mario game where you don't jump.
That was weird for me.
It's super
Mario
weird.
Never jumps. Like I was trying so hard to like find a jump button when I was first playing it. I'm like, there's no jump. There's no jump button. What do I do? There's no jump button. Like
you do have like the jump ability in like the battles, but like there is no dedicated jump button in this game at all.
Weird. It's so weird.
It's super strange.
Ugh.
Also, thankfully, man, there's amiibo support.
I got to scan in mine. I didn't get anything good, but I got to scan
Yeah.
them in.
I mean, they're good for like when you first get a new character, essentially. So it's like here's a weapon that's above like the tier 1 weapons, but it's in between tier 1 and tier 2. It's essentially the same as like the DLC that is included, I think, in the physical releases.
Yeah, I always use the DLC as opposed to the amiibo weapons.
Well, I mean, the DLC weapons were kind of cooler too, so that's why.
They were, but they were also better.
Yeah, so.
So I had Peach, I had Mario, and I had Yoshi. I did not have a Luigi, so.
I only had Mario, so.
And I checked, and Luigi's a really expensive amiibo now, so I can't.
Why?
Can't get him. He's like $25.
Well, for which one?
Either one of the Luigis.
What the? Why? Luigi. Hot takes. Luigi's garbage.
Ooh, hoo. Those are some hot takes. I like Luigi's Mansion.
Well, his mansion can be nice and everything, but the owner isn't great.
Here we go. So Luigi, the Super Mario Brothers series is $24.87, and the Smash Brothers series is $23.94.
Is there only 2?
Of Luigi, yeah.
I feel like there should be more, but like I don't know where else I'm thinking, because I know like there's the Smash Brother one, there's the regular Super Mario Brothers line. It seems like something Nintendo would have already made like another line of just Mario one specifically, so I don't know.
Nope.
Yarn
just
Luigi.
Those 2 Luigis. What they should do if they're smart is Luigi with a vacuum cleaner.
I'm surprised they haven't.
I am too. Luigi was a sniper in this game though, so that was cool until I got Peach and then I removed him.
Just saying the words, Luigi was a sniper.
He was a sniper.
God. This game is just making you say phrases that you never, ever, ever thought you were going to say in your lifetime.
It's 1,000% true. Like, when in life would you ever say Luigi from the Super Mario series is a sniper and he uses a vacuum cleaner to snipe?
Yoshi has a Gatling gun.
He has the rocket launcher too, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yoshi has a Gatling gun and a rocket launcher.
So dumb.
Their selfies are a massive part of this game.
I think it's worthwhile just to bring Rabbid Peach into every boss fight just to see her take selfies with everyone.
Oh, I agree. Like, having Rabbid Peach in there is wonderful because she just takes selfies with everything, and that's hilarious.
So good.
Also, her Rabbid Peach is great when she finishes a battle because she's trying to do like a sexy pose and then she realizes that like no one's doing that, so she goes to a regular pose. Also, I found out from that one battle, if you lose, she'll storm off the stage and like throw back the peach wig and the crown. Found that out.
That's amazing.
It was funny.
I should say before we move on to like other stuff that this game does have co-op. It is a two-player local co-op. So essentially, it's basically the same game. You're playing out battle sections, but the difference between the co-op and the single player is that each player gets to pick 2 characters. So you have a team of 4, and you have to like work together to either do kind of the same stuff that's in the base game. So it's like reach an area, defeat a set number of enemies, win a battle, blah 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 blah. So it's basically the same thing, but like you have 4 characters instead of 3, and there's some interesting like little strategies between like I have each person has one character on the left side, the other one they have one character on the right side, and they have to get to a certain area, so they have to work together conjunctively to have their character bounce off the other, get to higher places, make them move further and further and further, and that stuff. So it basically makes the base game and kind of adds a few new wrinkles into it to give some different strategies than what you're expecting.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
Awesome. I didn't play that.
I did.
I know you did, but I did not. So I'm saying I have no takes on it.
It's surprisingly good, just like this game. So
Of course. It's just, what the heck? What the actual heck?
All right, we should probably let's talk about some story stuff. This is going to involve spoilers, so if you are,
Against spoilers and Rabbids?
yeah, against the story spoilers of Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle, this is probably the point in time where you tune out until the very end. So yeah, that's your fair warning. Let's talk about the story.
So it starts off with this inventor girl who she's trying to do like this invention thing that I never even figured out what she was initially trying to do.
I think it's just something that combines two things together into one.
Okay. And then the Rabbids appear and bad things happen.
And also she's like a huge Nintendo fan.
Yeah, she's like dressed as Mario.
So that's how they're able to combine these two things together.
Yeah.
That's your framing device.
She's a giant Nintendo fan.
And then you never see her again.
You don't, but it's implied that she's the one who's writing the letters.
No.
Yeah.
No.
No?
Because at the end, it's Beepo basically writing letters to herself and then sending them into the past.
She just wrote the one letter.
But it's basically implying that she wrote all the letters.
Are you serious?
I'm pretty sure that's what that was implying.
That's not what I picked up at all.
That's what I picked up.
Yeah, she was like, oh, nothing could go wrong here.
And then she throws the letter into the washing machine. The washing machine activates.
But it was one letter and like 2 guns.
It was 3 guns.
Oh, I only saw 2 get sent.
Maybe it was 2, I don't know. But it was essentially the stuff for the very beginning of the game.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so it was her then. Wow,
Yeah.
I thought it was the girl that was doing it because she said your biggest fan.
Well, wouldn't it be flattering to be the biggest fan of yourself?
I mean, okay. That makes no sense.
Also, the sender is FB, and you find out there is future Beepo.
Oh, okay. So you're right. I think it makes more sense that it's the girl, but I guess future Beepo is fitting as well.
It's a dumb cop out for like that little twist, but like, whatever.
I feel like it should have been the girl.
Yeah, that would have been cool, but like, I feel like it probably would have been way harder to make that manageable.
Then like time travel Beepo letters.
You bring up a good point. I concede.
Okay. Anyway, so I guess she just doesn't appear then anymore. I thought that she was okay.
No,
never mind.
She's just gone after that.
All right. Well, anyway, you have this rabbit who is wearing the mask that can combine 2 things.
Yeah.
And I forget his name. It
It
starts with an S, doesn't it?
It does. Spawny.
Spawny. Okay, that makes sense. So Spawny is kind of like a tiny rabbit, and he's scared of everything. And
But also
so when
has
he
the
gets,
mask kind of like stuck to him, or it's like it's infused into him essentially.
So when he gets scared, he just kind of like shoots things out, and it combines stuff. So that's the whole like plot of why the rabbits are attacking you.
Yeah.
Is that they're like getting combined with things, and then they're bad rabbits. And you also get like Peach Rabbit and Mario Rabbit and Luigi Rabbit and Yoshi Rabbit, and they're essentially just rabbits dressed up as those characters.
Yeah, pretty much. Also,
which is funny.
the washing machine that the rabbits kind of come in the very beginning is essentially it's a Back to the Future joke.
It is
because it has like the 3 dates thing on the very like top right, which is a cool little Easter egg because it's like the 3 dates of the founding of Nintendo, the founding of Ubisoft, and then the founding of the development team for who made this game.
That's what you said. I couldn't read them enough to figure that out.
Right. The first one was easy because it's like just type that in. It's like this is the date that Nintendo was founded, and the other ones were like Google was like I don't know what you're talking about.
But I couldn't even see it because like it's in a weird like red font.
It would also kind of like glow in and out, so it was kind of hard to read as well that way.
Yeah.
So anyways,
is what the like 1800 date?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Not what the GOP will tell you, and that it was made in 1985. So
Yeah, no. Ugh. So yeah, that was a Back to the Future joke, and so you end up in this world, and Mario's given a gun.
somehow we just stumble into the Mushroom Kingdom, and everything has gone awry.
Yeah.
of the
Mushroom Kingdom
Rabbids.
is getting torn apart by Rabbids.
And every time Spawny is combining something, it's giving energy to some bad thing in the sky.
In the sky. Which they don't really explain the bad thing in the sky very much. It's just there.
Well, they call it like the Mega Bug, so I guess it's like
The Mega Bug.
I guess it would just be like a technical glitch or something, a glitch in the Matrix.
I guess so. And like every time you defeat an enemy, it gives like their energy to the Mega Bug.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's weird.
That's a good way to put it.
So that's the explanation of like why Mario has guns. And what we're doing here. Peach Rabbid is hilarious, as we have mentioned. She wants to take selfies with everything.
She's not impressed with actual Peach.
No, she does not like actual Peach at all. And I think like the little Roomba at one point is like, yeah, they like to cosplay.
Yeah, it's like she's taking her cosplay very seriously.
Yeah. So it's pretty funny. I mean, the worlds are pretty basic. You have like a regular like plains land area.
It's like here's the Mario world.
Yeah, essentially.
You have like desert / Iceland, spooky land, and then
fire, lava. One of the main villains of this game is Bowser Jr.
So it's a sequel to Super Mario Sunshine.
That was exciting.
Also, Bowser Jr. has a phone.
He does, and daddy issues.
He literally says that.
He literally says he has daddy issues. And it's like, oh man. Snap. Because you were like, oh man, Bowser's a good dad because he's telling him like not to throw parties and to clean his room and that kind of thing. And then I was like, oh, just you wait. Just you wait until you hear what he says later. God. And then he brings up his crippling daddy issues that he's having to deal with.
The story of this game is essentially like a teen comedy where it's like the parents are away, the kids will play. Oh no, the parents are coming home early. Help.
It's literally that.
It is.
It's ridiculous. It's so funny. Because Bowser Jr. is just like a mess.
He's like, hey, I've got Spawny. We're gonna do cool things, and when Dad comes home.
One thing that I want to talk about is the first boss. Because you mentioned him, you got to him before I did, and then I got to it. I was like, whoa, this is hilarious.
So they kind of they give you a little tell early on in the world where you're like, there's a certain thing you can find like in the water, like yep. I think midway through the first world, it's like there's a DK barrel down there, and you're like, that's strange. Why would a DK barrel be in this Mario world? That's a cool little goofy Easter egg.
Nope.
No.
Nope.
So the first boss is a Rabbid version of Donkey Kong.
Rabbid Kong. It's really funny.
But and I think that also gave you like a good indication of like the boss fights are going to be a little bit more involved than your standard typical battle was, and also followed the rule of 3 from pretty much every mainline Nintendo game.
Yep.
That all bosses have 3 phases to them. So.
Yep.
I thought that was a really funny touch.
It was. Another thing that I just want to throw out there is that like some of the flavor text that you get from whenever you're like looking through the levels is hilarious. Like legitimately made me laugh out loud sometimes. Like I was afraid that it was going to be really campy and dumb.
Right.
Because again, I don't like Rabbids that much. But then like you would see something happening and then you would click on it and you're like, oh my God, that's hilarious.
And there was a lot of that. And we got to address the elephant in the room.
Okay.
There's cursing in this game.
There is cursing. They say
HE double hockey sticks.
Do you have to bleep me when I say that?
I do.
What?
This is a family-friendly show, please, and thank you.
If Mario Cross Rabbids can get away with it, so can
Oh,
I.
we are not rated E10 for ages 10 and up. We are rated E for everyone. Please and thank you.
It curses. It was weird. It's, again, I never thought a Mario game would ever cuss at me.
This one does.
It does a few times. It happens
Also,
more than once.
And they bleep out cursing in this game.
They do. Like, Bebo is very, very, like, she's a potty mouth.
She gets fed up by the near the end of the game.
I think it's the third level that she's just like, no, stop.
It's where you find Toadette by herself, and Bebo says, "Oh, expletive, not again."
Yep. Because one of the recurring things in the game is that Toad and Toadette keep getting separated from each other, and you have to do escort missions to get them back together. And yeah, after when you get to the third world and she sees Toadette, she's like, no. And then like there's a joke of like, hey, maybe you guys should not separate anymore. Like, maybe don't play hide and seek. And then like, hey, let's go do this. And she's like, no.
Also, at one point, she's talking about a Goomba getting water shot up its butt.
Got a clean butt.
Let's talk about bidets in a Mario game.
For real. There's some really funny ones though. Like there was one that was in the desert world where there's two Rabbids standing on like a thing, and they're trying to do like a shootout, and like the flavor text is something effective like, this world's not big enough for the two of them. And I thought that was really funny. There's another one in like the spooky land where they're sitting on a fence together, and she's like, we shouldn't interrupt them.
It's like those types of like moments could just easily be written off as like just, very generic flavor text, but like they actually go kind of the extra mile and make those entertaining in ways that you really don't expect.
They're really, really good. I was very surprised by them because the first few of them I was like, oh, okay, they're just going to be every once in a while like, we're going to get an update on what the Rabbids are doing in the world. But then like they ended up getting really, really funny.
Yeah.
So again, I didn't expect those to be good after the first few, and then they were just like knocking them out of the park. And you actually get to see like Bowser Jr.'s bedroom at one point, which is interesting, and she comments on that. So yeah, those are actually probably one of my favorite parts of the game was just like going through and finding the different things that she would comment on. Because that was just really, really amusing.
I feel like the third boss was the best boss just because of the ridiculousness of it.
1,010% the third boss was absolutely the best boss. Holy crap, we got an opera in a Mario game.
It was amazing.
Like they made Mario Kart jokes.
They did.
It was good.
Did you find the later Mario Kart joke in the game as well in the fourth world?
Yes.
Where it's like they find like a minecart and Bebo's like,
she's like, is this the Mario Kart you were talking about?
That's not impressive.
Yeah, exactly. That was so funny.
God.
But yeah, it's like the third boss. Like they tell you to find Tom Fan,
which is
you're like,
obviously an anagram for something.
Yes, and so you're like, Tom Fan, okay, that's interesting. And then it turns out that it is Phantom. And it is a combination via the mask of a ghost, a Rabbid, and
like a phonograph player or something like that.
Yeah, phonograph. And it becomes like an over-the-top opera singer who is on stage and talking about how he's going to destroy Mario and take Peach's heart away.
And how he's more Italian than him.
He is more Italian than him. Like, it's a legitimately, like, voiced, sung opera.
It's very, like, the entirety of that is just so clever and, like, and has just, like, the right amount of fan service, like, sprinkled in there to make it really good.
It was really, really good. Like, that was by far my favorite boss. Like, I wasn't sure anything could beat Rabbid Kong.
But that did.
But then that happened. And I was like, nope, this is it. Nothing can beat this. God, it was good. It was such a good boss fight. Speaking of boss fights, I want to tell them about what happened to me in my final boss.
God, we should definitely get there. Also,
That was hilarious.
before we do though, there was a Wario and Waluigi reference in this game where they basically make rabid versions of them too.
Blah, Luigi and
Wario.
Wario.
And they're jerks.
They are.
Because you have to fight both of them at the same time, and they're bosses, so like they have higher health points. And Waluigi is essentially a brute who will follow you if you attack him and everything. So,
And he hits hard.
yeah, I finished that fight with just Rabid Peach with like 20 HP.
Oh my god, that's intense. And then later on, you get like the Lava Queen too.
Yeah, so it's like there's like a boss rush where you fight those two and then the Lava Queen at the same time. So it can get pretty hairy.
Yeah, it's intense. But that was really funny that
Yeah.
they put those two in. I was quite impressed.
But the final boss fight is essentially the
Parents come home.
Bowser's coming home early. He's here, and Bowser Jr. is not happy because he's real upset because essentially you regain Spawny, but then Spawny like goes and finds a shiny object and gets taken up by the Mega Bug.
Yep.
The Mega Bug is out to get Bowser, and Bowser Jr. is like, "You've got to help him. This is not good."
Usually he can take on anything, but he can't take on this guy.
I kind of like that as just like a trope of like, you know, these two characters need each other more than like anything. Like, of course, like, of course Mario's going to save Bowser. Like, he has to. So so Bowser is combined with the Mega Bug to make like Super Dragon Bowser,
which looks cool.
Yeah.
But also like it wouldn't be a Mario game if you weren't really fighting Bowser in some capacity. So this also has 3 phases.
Right.
And you have like smaller enemies coming at you all the time in this. And there's fire everywhere.
So like the first phase is kind of like, I think he kind of just like sticks in the middle.
Yeah.
And maybe kind of roams around a little bit, but like there's a couple like small enemies there, and then you take that first wave down. He'll come back.
He has a shield at first when he comes back in the second version.
And he can shield the other people as well.
Yep.
The second phase has some stronger enemies. They are, I think, the shield ones.
Yep.
The ones you have to flank. And then the third one is the big hulking brutes that will follow you if you attack them. And also he will kind of roll around.
Yep.
And try and take you out that way, but if you get behind like the solid cover that doesn't get broken or anything, he'll get stunned. And that's your third phase.
Yep.
So tell him about your crazy story that ended that boss fight, which is just ridiculous.
It was so funny. So I was doing really well on the first and second phases. Like I pretty much obliterated him. It was awesome.
Right.
And then things were not going as well in the third because of those like guys who follow you, the brutes who follow you around and will attack you and all that jazz. Because if I was trying to attack Bowser and one was in the line of sight, they just come after me. So, Mario went down. It was pretty upsetting. Mario got knocked unconscious in the Bowser fight. Oops. And Rabbid Peach and regular Peach were very, very low in HP, like under 100 a piece.
So you're basically at this point really sweating and worrying.
Oh, I was texting him like I really don't want to have to do this again because I'd gotten through 2 phases. I was in the third phase. I'm like, this is real dicey. And I didn't think that I was going to be able to take him out with just Peach and Rabbid Peach. Like if I were trying to end it in that one turn so that nobody else could get up on me, I couldn't do it. There wasn't enough damage for me to do.
Right.
So, I did as much as I could and just kind of like hoped for the best because I still had some of the shield guys there and I had a lot of the roaming brutes. So I was like, oh, this is not going to be pretty. So what happened was one of the shield guys goes to shoot regular Peach. And luckily she's behind like some cover so she doesn't get hit. But in the process, one of the brutes gets hit. And he also hits Bowser. So Bowser gets hit by the shield guy. Brute gets hit. So then the brute's like, oh no, this isn't gonna happen. And so he goes after that guy. And then like when they do a hit, they also will hit anybody around them.
Right. They have AoE.
So yeah, so they hit the shield guy, all the other brutes around him, and Bowser. So then all the other brutes around him decided to retaliate and hit him. And so like it was one after the other, after the other, after the other, all the while hitting Bowser at the same time because they were all grouped together around me. And keep in mind that Peach is not getting any of this damage.
No.
But Bowser is. And so they killed Bowser for me in retaliation for getting hit by that shield guy.
Thanks, shield guy. You're the MVP.
And I was like, did I just win? I just won. I survived. Bowser died. What? Because of this stupid AoE attacks.
The best.
Oh, it was so funny. Oh man, I was so happy. I could not believe that that's how I beat the game, but I was so pleased by it.
It's the best way you could have beat it.
I was so upset that didn't happen to you because I was crying laughing. It was so funny. Like, how does that happen? How did the other enemies kill the final boss of the game? Oh, but yeah, I had lucked out that like regular Peach was behind one of the like solid pieces of protection things. So like she was somewhat protected for a minute, but yeah, it was looking dicey, and then shield guy just destroyed everybody's life. It was good. It's really, really good. So that's the story of how I did not beat the final boss of this game and yet still won.
Everyone else did for you.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it was so good. So good.
Meanwhile, I did it the normal way and took everyone out, and then eventually took out Bowser. The non-fun way.
Right, that's a smart way to do it. But is it as glorious?
No, of course not.
No. But I'm sure you weren't quite as stressed out as I was.
I mean, it's a final boss, so I was a little bit stressed out, but not nearly to the effect that you were.
And the music was great, by the way. I took a video of the music so that you could hear it before you were there, but I didn't want you to see who the final boss was, so I filmed Maxwell.
Yeah.
And Maxwell kept yawning in the middle of like this ridiculous.
This is like, I'm not impressed.
I think he yawned like 4 times in the like a minute-long video.
Which I guess we should say, like, they got Grant Kirkhope to do the soundtrack to this, which is kind of crazy.
It's insane.
It's like it's like a rare made like Mario game at this point. It's so weird. But that soundtrack is great.
Oh, it's phenomenal. Like literally there's not a bad track on there.
But because like I didn't know about this until like someone said it, and then like I told you and you were like, yeah, that makes sense.
It does. It makes total sense. Like once you said the name, I was like, that, yep, okay, I got it. Couldn't have been anybody else.
It was a good choice.
It was a phenomenal choice. Like A+, A+.
Good job, Nintendo and Ubisoft. You done good.
I mean, in general, good job, Nintendo and Ubisoft.
Yeah, that too.
I literally never thought that this game was going to be as good as it was, but it was so fun. I went back and got all the collectibles. Like it was good.
Yeah.
It was really good. I probably won't go back and do any of the challenges because some of them are just ridiculous for no reason.
But if you want that challenge, like it's totally there. Like you can go back and replay all of the story battles, and then also afterwards you can go back and like explore the world without like any like actual battles that you have to do. So you can go kind of like do the puzzle section and all that stuff. But they have like all these different challenges set up in like some of the battle locations. They're like, hey, if you want to have more battle time, challenge yourself, get more money and orbs. Like that's all there for you.
Yep. And they're each ranked, so you have like easy, medium, hard, super hard.
Yeah. And then also I think
And
after you beat the game, you get like 4 additional challenges that are like
ultimate
yeah.
challenges. And oh my god, I loaded up one of those and I immediately was like, nope, nope, nope. Like I saw what all was there. I was like, no, this is not happening.
I'm good.
Period, not happening. Like pass.
Yeah. They are doing a season pass for this game, which I think they've said includes going to like have new weapons, challenges, co-op maps, and apparently some new story-based content. That is unknown as of this recording of what that will entail, but it's it's neat that they're gonna try and support this thing post-launch.
Yeah, that is neat.
Yeah. $20 though for a season pass, so
yeah,
it's a little bit much considering we don't exactly know what the entirety of it will entail, but it's at least somewhat promising in a way that like, hey, there'll be more to this game.
Yeah, I mean, I will wait and see like what's reported as content of it, but I mean it could be good, and I mean I'd be open for a sequel.
Yeah,
because like I had a great time with this game.
Who would have thunk we would be coming out of this being like, I would definitely play another Mario and Rabbids game.
I know. Like legitimately, I think I got a headache earlier in the fact that I even said that sentence. But like it's a legitimately good game. I would probably at least put it in my top 10 of games I've played this year.
Yeah.
Maybe even top 5.
I think though, if like you want to get the most out of this game, it is like we said earlier, it is a little bit short because it is 4 worlds. Like you probably don't want to like rush through and like kind of brute force your way through it. Like, because you might get a little bit burnt out, like just playing it throughout like the entire day and going through like multiple worlds in a day. So like,
yeah,
it's definitely I think a game where you can kind of, play a world for in a day, play like half a world in a day, and you'll definitely get like a good amount of enjoyment out of it and kind of prolong your experience as well.
Yeah, it can be leisurely.
Mm-hmm. Especially with the length, like it definitely lends itself to that. But yeah, potential biggest surprise of 2017 thus far. Mario
Legitimately,
Rabbids.
yes. Like it's insane.
So crazy.
I never in a million years when I first saw the marketing for this or even saw the announcement was like saw the initial announcement, not the E3 announcement. Never would have thought like, oh man, I really would play this game. I would spend money. I would really like it.
And here we are.
Praising it. A lot.
2017 is a weird year.
Anything can happen at this point.
Can't wait for in 2 years when we get Zelda and Rabbids Kingdom Battle.
Oh my god. And we did get Hyrule Warriors, so
it's true. Hyrule Warriors cross Rabbids.
Oh my god. I don't know. I mean, like that's the thing though, is it when Nintendo is willing to like do something different, like let's think about it. Mario Cross Rabbids, Hyrule Warriors, even something like the standard like Breath of the Wild, like they're trying to do something different and they end up becoming like super super good games.
It's like when Nintendo decides they want to go in a weird direction, like there's oftentimes it'll work out for them.
It's just magic sometimes.
Yeah. And I think as well with this, like considering that this has basically been a success in terms like critically and probably commercially as well, like hopefully this kind of like gives Nintendo incentive to branch out to more developers to be like, what do you think you could do with this license?
Yeah, I would be open to that because I mean there's been some good stuff released once Nintendo kind of like loosens the collar a bit.
Mm-hmm. So hopefully they think about that at least and start going in that direction. It would be it could potentially bring some like real fun stuff that we probably never thought was ever possible.
Wow.
Moral of this story, wow.
Wow. Who would have thunk?
Apparently, Ubisoft, apparently. They knew.
I mean, good on you, Ubisoft. You figured something out. I'm real proud of you.
Mario and Assassin's Creed Kingdom Battle.
No, I'll pass.
Mario, you must go back to Rome and fight off the Templars.
No, 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 no.
That's the crossover I'm looking for.
I'm glad somebody's looking for it because
Mario cross Tom Clancy.
Oh my God, Jared, you have to stop. Jared, you have to stop.
That reminds me, there was a Splinter Cell joke in this game, and it made me real sad because there hasn't been a new Splinter Cell game in quite a while.
Was there? I missed it.
There was. And I was like, oh man, they should make another Splinter Cell, but they're not going to, and I'm sad.
What joke was it? Did I
think one of the weapons was named after Sam Fisher.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, that was the extent of the joke.
Okay.
Tom Clancy's Super Mario Brothers.
Oh my God. Jared, you have to stop. You're out of control. You cannot be Spawny.
Hey man, do you think I get to play as Mario this time?
Oh my God.
Can't wait for the fake team chat trailer for Tom Clancy's Super Mario Brothers.
I'm going to fight you.
I think on that note, we're going to wrap this episode up before I get beat up.
Final thoughts. Buy this game if you have a Switch.
Yeah, if you have a Switch, this is definitely... I mean, given the way that people who own Switches are starving for content for the Switch, this is something that you should definitely buy. So, yeah. Unless you haven't bought Garou Mark of the Wolves yet, which that's obviously a given. That's a must-own on the Switch. What are you doing with your life if you haven't done that yet?
Look at your life. Look at your choices.
Terry Bogard doesn't have a hat. He's wearing a jacket. He asks if you're okay.
Are you okay?
And then hits you with the Buster Wolf.
Buster Wolf.
It's a must-buy game on every platform. Anyways, for more from us, you can go to seasonanimecheckup.com or sac.cool for past episodes of this very podcast, columns, and reviews. Also, probably should have mentioned this at the top of the episode. We have a new podcast out.
You do.
It is Jared and Al watch Sailor Moon Crystal, where we're going episode by episode and watching Sailor Moon Crystal, and then doing little episodes about it where we kind of talk about the episode in general, what we thought about it. Just random thoughts in general as well, just about the franchise and where it's going in terms of how we've watched it so far. It's a short form podcast, so it's not the same length as these episodes are. They basically run around 20 to 30 minutes in length, so that is short form for us.
Yeah,
obviously.
We're talkative.
But yeah, it's been real fun to do that podcast. So if you are interested in that, the first episode has gone up this past Wednesday. Go listen to that, and we will be doing that for the forthcoming future as we make our way through Sailor Moon Crystal.
And then eventually maybe Jared and I'll watch will become a series.
When we run out of Crystal to watch.
Yep. So we will see.
We will see. Also, Anne Ladyem. You can follow her at anneladyem.com for her writings, reviews, fun stuff.
You can. All
that stuff. We're on Twitter at Anime Checkup. It's where you can find all the latest deets from us on the Twitter. You gotta be hip and cool on the Twitter. You could be like, "What's up, fellow teens?"
Oh my God, Jerry.
You can also support us on Patreon, patreon.com/SACOVA. That's the link to do that if you are so inclined. Next week, I don't know, it'll be something.
Yeah, I got nothing. I haven't even thought about next week.
I'm thinking. I feel like next week we should probably do a grab bag because we've played individually some stuff recently.
Do I get to talk about Atome again?
You get to talk about some Atome again.
Oh snap! I'm stoked. I've been so in this game.
I'll talk about some sci-fi.
Oh, we can talk about Hyperlight Drifter too.
Some Hyperlight Drifter. Some prequel lesbians, and maybe something else. Maybe some golf. all to look forward to in the grab bag. Maybe next week. Maybe something else will come out. Who knows?
Maybe, but as of now, that's the plan.
But as of now, we're going to grab bag. So yeah, look forward to that next week. But for now, go buy Mario and Rabbids.
Yeah, legit. Go do that. God, I can't believe I'm saying this. Go buy it.